Today I fucked up by pooing outside. My roommate takes forever in the bathroom. I was desperate to do a giant poo, and held on for as long as I could. The situation was about to hit critical, so I went outside with some tissue and squatted in the corner of my yard to do my dookie. It was tremendous, such a large poo. Believe me, it was substantial. The highlight of my day. I then dug a little hole and buried it so it wouldn't stink up the yard and attract attention, particularly the attention of my roommate's pet dog. A few days later I came home to find a trail of dirt and leaves inside the house. Then the smell hit me. His dog had dug up my poo and brought it inside and was eating it on the living room rug. I yelled at my roommate that the dog had pooed inside and was eating it. He apologized profusely, then cleaned up my poo. Too long didn't read. I pooed outside, the dog brought it inside to eat, made my roommate clean it up. Edit. Hello internet friends, I am glad that you enjoyed my poo story. To clarify a few things. 1. My roommate was moments away from discovering his dog eating my poo anyway. I didn't have a chance to step in and clean it up, thus becoming the hero I wanted to be. I panicked, then decided to make the most of a shitty situation. 2. It was very large. I have wondered what he thought of the dog, human poo size. His dog is a large mixed breed, but still. Thankfully, it has not been mentioned and I remain innocent. Perhaps I will tell him on my deathbed. 3. To the people accusing my story of being fake news, you are clearly part of the lying media. Sad. No, for real it happened. No alternative facts here. I am guilty. That went better than I expected. No kidding, I think dude took blaming the dog to an entirely new level. Ha ha ha, you evil bastard, ha ha. Way to think on your feet, not the shitting in the backyard part, the roommate cleaning up part. Just to let you know, human poo to dogs is the holy grail of treats. No joke. While potty training my son, if he had a number 2 in his pants, I always knew from my dogs trailing behind him, and snapping at one another over who would get to eat it. Many times I had to struggle to get the dogs to let go of his poo-filled undies. People poo is like doggy crack. Whito. I'm potty training my 2-year-old. After several falling into the toilet incidents, I caved and bought one of those little baby potties. She was pooping while my boss came over for coffee to chat about my plans to come back to work. My boss is super nice and came to the house because I have a new baby and couldn't make it in to talk, and I guess when she stood up the dog ate the poop. She came running into the kitchen with her pants around her ankles, screaming puppy ate my poop over and over, and then fell on her face. It was the funniest thing I've seen in weeks. Today I fucked up by making my GF sleep on the couch on Valentine's Day. Obligatory. This happened last night. I went out with my co-workers last night after work and stayed out pretty late. I ate a lot of greasy food, and my stomach was feeling it a few hours later. When I got home, my GF was already in bed asleep, so I figured I could let a few nasty farts rip without too much shame. My farts were so bad that they lingered in the room much longer and stronger than I anticipated. These were some of the worst farts I had in a while. Anyway, it was pretty late and they were my farts, so it didn't stop me from falling asleep. This morning I woke up and my GF was not in bed. I got out of bed and walked into the living room to see her asleep on the couch. I was a little concerned, but figured she was just too hot in our room. The living room stays a few degrees cooler than the rest of our house. Anyway, when she got up I of course asked her why she was sleeping on the couch. She told me, I woke up at 2 a.m. from some weird smell in our room. It was giving me a headache and I couldn't sleep, so I went to the living room. I said, that's weird. And nothing else, but in my head I was cracking up. I'm not sure if she wanted me to admit it was my farts, or if I should apologize, but I'm typing this as she's in the shower and I'm not sure what I'm gonna tell her yet. Too long didn't read, had such bad smelling farts that they woke up my GF and she had to go sleep on the couch. Update. I apologized and told her to kick me out next time. She told me she didn't realize I was farting and thought that I just absorbed a bad smell while I was out, like from being in a smoking bar for example. I don't know if that's worse or better. So now I've outed myself as a sleep farter and she didn't even realize that I was farting. She claims this is the first time she's ever noticed. They were my farts, so they didn't keep me from falling asleep. Absolutely golden observation. Everyone has their own brand. My wife is a sleep farter. I can tell as soon as she falls asleep due to the smells that magically appear in our bedroom. It's all good though. When she was pregnant with our son, I farted so bad once it made her throw up. When you crawl into bed well after the partner has fallen asleep, and as soon as you're horizontal your entire gut shakes and rumbles and the most satisfying wind is past. Then the so starts gagging. Been there. My partner let off a giant thunderous fart in her sleep and then asked me, "What did you just say?" I was afraid I'd wake her. I was convulsing from laughter. I did this to my boyfriend once. The smell woke him up and he started searching the bed, worried he'd shat himself in his sleep or something. I pretended to still be asleep. Told him it was me much later. He still married me. She knows. And she's polite. If she was really concerned about a particular smell, she would have woken you up, hopefully. Source: am wife to a sleep farter. I think he holds it in all day. I ended up apologizing and telling her to kick me out next time, haha. Today I fucked up by trying to surprise my girlfriend in the shower. So a month ago now, my partner, Ally, and I decided it would be a good idea to take a holiday before things get too crazy at Christmas time. My best mate, Dan, had been talking for ages about taking a holiday, and so we got together and planned a week up the coast in a little 2-bed/1-bath Airbnb overlooking a beach. Dan had only just started dating his girlfriend, Lisa, a month prior to the holiday. I had got the feeling a couple times that she didn't like me, but I had no idea why. So time comes for the holiday, I drive everyone up, we arrive no problems, unpack, make the 30 seconds walk down to the beach and swim, all good. We go out for a nice dinner and then retreat to the beach house for some quiet drinks and then bed. Holiday is off to a cracking start. Next morning rolls around, I wake up alone in bed. I figure Ally must have gotten up early to take a shower and have breakfast. I make my way out to the living room/kitchen area and no one is around. I can hear the shower running through the bathroom door. I knock on Dan and Lisa's door, no answer, so I peek in and they're gone. Figure they must have decided to go for a walk along the beach. Feeling a little cheeky, I grab my towel, strip down and make for the bathroom. The door's unlocked, sweet. I sneak in, shower curtain is closed and I can hear a woman humming a tune inside. I drape my towel on the rack, pull back the curtain ready to jump in and surprise Ally, and boom. There's Lisa, with her back to me, lathering shampoo through her hair. She hears the curtain go and turns to look at me. We just stand there awkwardly for about half a second, which felt like an hour. Suddenly reality kicks in. I attempt to cover my eyes and privates at the same time. Lisa screams and tries to pull the curtain shut. She slips on shampoo and smacks her head against the soap tray. If she didn't hate me at first, she does now. I had to help her naked and semi-conscious out of the shower, wrap her in her towel and sort out a nasty lump on her head. Turns Dan and Ally had gone down to the local cafe and grab us all coffees, and Lisa had decided to shower while they were gone. So yeah, the next 5 days went really great. Ally wasn't overly impressed about it all, but Dan thought the whole situation was hilarious despite Lisa's mental scarring. I've avoided making eye contact with or speaking to Lisa ever since. Too long didn't read, went on double date holiday with best mate and his partner, tried to surprise my partner in the shower but it was actually his partner. Mucho awkward. Edit 1. Thanks to the anonymous legends that have decided to award my absolute stupidity with gold and silver, I shall pay it forward. Edit 2. When I said the next 5 days went great, I was being sarcastic. I didn't knock on the door first because I was trying to make it a surprise, but I have definitely learnt my lesson. I shall be knocking on all the doors from now on. Feels like something out of a porno until she hits her head. Depends on the porno. Glad that the rest of the holidays went good, lol. Coulda gone so much better though, nudge nudge wink wink, username checks out, god I need a new username. Well now Dan and Ally have to see each other naked, right? What do you think they were doing before getting coffee? Sounds like a comedy movie scene. Something to laugh about later. Just a comedy movie. Or does it remind you of something else too? Dude, Samsies. My roommate had this hot girl over from Germany, he'd been trying to seal the deal for days. We have a bathroom that annexes between my bedroom and a hallway. I coulda swore my girl was in there, so I went in to surprise. I open the curtain and she just stares at me, naked, nonplussed. Was about a 2 to 3 seconds delay and we both scrambled to hide. My roommate was super pissed because I saw her naked before he did, and he never did. God damn, that's such a power move over your body.